I got asked, do I think when I look at George Jefferson and Archie Bunker, could it work today? It's interesting because Sherman Hemsley and Carol O'Connor, rest in peace, both of them, were portraying George Jefferson and Archie Bunker were groundbreaking for 70s TV. And it started from All in the Family, then the Jeffersons and the whole Norman Lear and Michael Evans thing and everything like that. With the writing and everything, it was quite groundbreaking because they were very open with their beliefs on race and personal issues and male and female and everything you could imagine. Everything that would be almost taboo to say today, they were saying back in the 70s. And, when I saw an episode of thinking about George Jefferson, Archie Bunker, how would it hit the same way today without the censors? You gotta kind of wonder because it was considered groundbreaking 50 years ago. Black man, white man would talk on regular TV and say whatever they wanted to say. So you got to kind of wonder, would Archie Bunker and George Jefferson fly today in today's era? And it would be very, well, on regular TV, it almost unheard of. Cable would probably would fly, but it's interesting when I think about it because it doesn't seem that long ago. But then there's a lot of things that have definitely seemed long ago when you put them in perspective. And so TV has changed so drastically, what people say and feel, political correctness, and how people's intuition is. And so um, it's one of those things that you kind of, you know, long for, you hope for, but you don't know. You just kind of like, you know, get into a certain mindset. Um, I just take that in totality about kind of thinking about that, of how when I was remembering the episode because they changed the show so much. You remember the original Jenny and the original Willis's family weren't the same couple and the same daughter for the original when they had aired it on aired it on All in the Family. So you got to kind of wonder, but how they do the shuffling and how everything would be. So there's a lot to kind of digest and take in. But what you think? Do you think that it would fly today? Do you think you could have an Archie Bunker, George Jefferson, a white man, a black man, be so almost identical on issues that no one would trip? Or do you think that people aren't that progressive? I'm gonna be very curious as to kind of thoughts on that because I was watching the old episode and I thought, wow, some of it is like it does. It seems groundbreaking and it seems like a lifetime ago. You couldn't even imagine it today. And then you got to ask yourself, how come you couldn't imagine it today? When did people get so sensitive or so sensory about what they said, even though we live in a society that is anything but? That's the ironic thing. That's the cap because people don't exactly hold back, but then they do. But when we watch it on TV, we accepting of it. There's an Archie Bunker mindset that has still very much inundated, that's still out here. So would that still work today? Can it still work today? Would people still hit like that? It's very trippy when you think about it, about the angles and how people are and what they would vow to be and what they would say. It's just, you know, it's got me kind of thinking. So, but what do you come down on? Let me know in the comments. Do you think that when you saw those shows like All in the Family, the Jeffersons, were you offended, or did you think that there was truth to that? You could identify with that, and do you think that you could see that in totality today, or would you not, or would you have a problem with it? Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like, and hit that membership because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.